Are your money habits keeping you stuck? In this video, we're diving into the top 10 money habits that might be holding you back from financial success. From taking advice from the wrong people to living with a YOLO mentality, these behaviors can keep you locked in a cycle of stress and struggle. But don't worry, we're not just here to point them out. We'll show you how to break free and build a better financial future. So watch till the end, hit that subscribe button for more wealth-building tips like this video, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Number 1. Taking advice from broke friends. Taking financial advice from someone who's constantly struggling with money is like asking a chef who burns every meal for cooking tips. It's bound to lead you astray. Many of us unknowingly fall into the trap of relying on friends, family, or coworkers for financial advice simply because they're familiar, accessible, or trusted in other areas of life. But here's the catch: money management requires specific knowledge and discipline. If the person offering advice has never successfully built wealth, their perspective may be limited by their own financial challenges and misconceptions. Think about it. Would you ask someone who has never invested to guide you in stocks, or someone deep in debt to explain budgeting? Their advice, however well-meaning, might inadvertently keep you from taking the steps needed to achieve financial security. Instead, seek guidance from those who have a proven track record. People who understand savings, investments, and wealth-building strategies. Wealthy or financially stable individuals often have a different mindset toward money. They value long-term growth over short-term gratification and are likely to encourage strategies that build wealth over time. Surrounding yourself with successful mentors and friends who handle money wisely can change your financial outlook and, ultimately, your future. Number 2. Trusting luck over strategy. Relying on luck for financial success is like setting sail without a map. Where you end up is anyone's guess, and it probably won't be where you want it to go. Many people fall into the luck trap, hoping that winning the lottery, stumbling upon a high-paying job, or receiving a big inheritance will solve their financial troubles. But luck is fickle. It comes and goes on its own whim and can't be counted on to build long-term wealth. True financial success isn't a roll of the dice. It's the result of steady, strategic decisions. Consider this: wealthy individuals focus on increasing their chances of success through careful planning, calculated investments, and consistent effort. They diversify their income streams, develop valuable skills, and spend less than they earn. They don't wait for a big break or a stroke of luck to come along. They create opportunities by positioning themselves well in advance. Relying on luck is ultimately a way of handing over control of your future. Instead, take the reins by developing a strategy, whether that's learning to invest, creating a budget, or building a side hustle. When you control your financial strategy, you shift from hoping for wealth to actually building it, one intentional step at a time. Number 3. Impulse buying. Impulse buying is a quick way to derail your financial goals. Every time you make an unplanned purchase, whether it's a sale item you don't really need or a trendy gadget that caught your eye, you're chipping away at your long-term financial health. Think of it like this: every dollar you spend on a whim is a dollar not invested, not saved, and not working toward your future. Marketing companies know this and work hard to encourage impulsive decisions, banking on the fact that people often buy based on emotion rather than logic. The appeal of impulse buying lies in instant gratification, the brief thrill of getting something new. But that feeling is fleeting, and soon after you may experience buyer's remorse or guilt. On top of that, these small, unplanned expenses add up quickly. When impulse purchases become a habit, they eat away at your budget and reduce the money available for more meaningful financial goals, like building an emergency fund, paying down debt, or investing for retirement. To curb impulse buying, create a budget and stick to it. Practice the 24-hour rule. If you see something you want, wait a day before purchasing. Often the desire fades, leaving you with fewer regrets and more money in your pocket. Number 4. Ignoring your spending. Not keeping track of where your money goes is like pouring water into a leaky bucket. No matter how much you add, it's never quite enough. Many people find themselves wondering, where did all my money go? At the end of the month, despite feeling they haven't splurged on anything significant. The truth is, even small, untracked expenses can add up to a substantial drain on your finances over time. When you're not aware of your spending habits, it's easy to fall into financial traps, recurring subscriptions you forgot about, daily coffee runs, or those extra items tossed into the cart just because. Each of these small expenses seems harmless on its own, but collectively they can sabotage your financial goals. People who don't track their spending are often the same ones who feel constantly strapped for cash. The first step to regaining control is simple. Start tracking every dollar you spend, whether by using an app, a spreadsheet, or even a notebook. This practice not only reveals your spending patterns, but also highlights areas where you can cut back. Being mindful of where your money goes empowers you to make intentional choices, setting you up for financial success rather than surprise shortages. Number 5, living on borrowed money. Spending money you don't have is like trying to dig yourself out of a hole with a shovel. You're only going deeper. Using credit to buy things you can't afford is a habit that keeps countless people in a cycle of debt. Credit cards, payday loans, and buy now, pay later schemes may feel like lifelines in the moment, but they often lead to financial strain and a mountain of interest payments. When you use borrowed money to fund a lifestyle you can't afford, you're essentially mortgaging your future to pay for the present. Living on borrowed money comes with a heavy price: interest. Each purchase made on credit stretches out the timeline it will take to achieve financial stability. Plus, debt limits your choices. You're working not for yourself, but to pay back creditors. The more debt you accumulate, the harder it is to break free, creating a cycle that keeps many people locked into living paycheck to paycheck. To break the habit, shift your focus from debt finance consumption to saving. Before making any non-essential purchase, ask yourself if you can pay for it up front. If the answer is no, wait until you can, freeing yourself from the trap of debt and its relentless interest. Number 6, chasing status symbols. Trying to keep up with others by buying luxury items is like trying to quench your thirst with salt water. It leaves you wanting more and takes you further from true financial health. Many people fall into the trap of buying things they don't need or can't afford simply to keep up appearances. Whether it's a new car, designer clothes, or the latest tech gadgets, these purchases are often driven by a desire to impress rather than genuine need. The irony: real wealth rarely flaunts itself. The people who truly have financial stability often prioritize investments, savings, and experiences over flashy purchases. This habit is often fueled by social media, where everyone seems to be living an enviable life, creating a powerful urge to match those Instagram perfect moments. But what you see online is often just a highlight reel, not the whole picture. Trying to keep up with this illusion of perfection only drains your finances, keeping you trapped in a cycle of spending and debt. Instead of focusing on appearances, prioritize your financial goals. Remember, wealth is quiet. Redirecting the money you'd spend on status symbols into investments or savings builds real stability, providing a foundation for future opportunities instead of fleeting impressions. Number 7, relying on a single source of income. Depending solely on one job for all your income is like balancing on a one-legged stool. It works until something tips, and then you're flat on the ground. The reality is, having just one source of income leaves you financially vulnerable. If you lose your job, face a pay cut, or need to take time off, your only stream of cash dries up, and you're suddenly scrambling to cover expenses. This lack of financial security is one reason many people feel trapped in paycheck-to-paycheck cycles. The financially successful understand that multiple streams of income act as a safety net. Whether it's a side hustle, passive income through investments, freelance gigs, or rental income, additional revenue sources provide a buffer against economic shocks and give you the flexibility to make choices that align with your long-term goals. You're less likely to feel desperate in times of financial difficulty if you're not entirely dependent on one employer or paycheck. Creating multiple income streams doesn't require working nonstop either. Explore options that suit your lifestyle, investing in stocks, starting a small side business, or freelancing in your field. Diversifying your income empowers you to control your financial future, rather than being at the mercy of a single paycheck. Number 8, wasting time and money on entertainment. Spending excessive time and money on entertainment is like watering a garden full of weeds. It's effort without lasting reward. While it's important to enjoy life, constantly splurging on movies, games, eating out, and streaming subscriptions can drain your finances and eat away hours that could be used productively. Entertainment costs, while seemingly small, add up fast, and the hours spent indulging often replace time that could be invested in skill building or personal development. People who struggle financially often default to entertainment as a way to escape their reality or reward themselves for hard work. But here's the problem: if all your extra money and free time go toward temporary pleasures, your long-term goals stay out of reach. Wealth and success require sacrifice, and that sometimes means swapping short-term fun for long-term gain. Instead of defaulting to entertainment, look for ways to spend your time that add value to your life. Try reading, learning a new skill, exercising, or even building a side hustle. These activities not only cost less but can also build skills that bring more opportunities and income over time. Finding a balance between enjoyment and investment in your future will ultimately lead to a more fulfilling, financially stable life. Number 9. The YOLO mentality, sacrificing long-term goals for short-term pleasure. Adopting a "you only live once" the YOLO mentality is like driving a car with no brakes. Fun in the moment, but often leading to a crash down the road. While it's tempting to live in the moment and indulge in whatever brings immediate happiness, consistently choosing short-term pleasure over long-term planning can wreak havoc on your financial future. The YOLO mindset encourages spontaneous spending without considering the consequences, whether it's splurging on a luxury item, an expensive vacation, or impulsive nights out. The problem? This attitude often leaves people unprepared for unexpected expenses, retirement, or even everyday needs. And the habit of prioritizing now over later can keep you locked in a cycle of financial instability. While living fully is important, true financial freedom often comes from choosing moderation and balance over constant indulgence. Instead of dismissing the future, adopt a save and splurge approach. Enjoy small, meaningful treats along the way, but always with a plan for tomorrow in mind. This mindset lets you savor life's pleasures without compromising your financial security. Remember, building wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. Every smart financial decision you make today brings you closer to a secure and enjoyable future. Number 10. Neglecting to learn about investing. Avoiding investing is like planting a garden but refusing to water it. You're missing the opportunity for growth. Many people steer clear of investing, either because it seems intimidating, risky, or they believe it's only for the wealthy. However, in today's world, understanding how to make your money work for you is essential for building financial security. Without investing, your money sits idle, gradually losing value due to inflation, rather than growing over time. People who avoid investing often end up relying solely on savings or a paycheck, which isn't a sustainable strategy for long-term wealth. Investing, whether in stocks, bonds, real estate, or mutual funds, allows your money to generate returns, creating passive income that accumulates over time. The earlier you start, the more you benefit from compounding, where the returns on your investments begin to earn their own returns, creating exponential growth. To break free from this habit, start small. Educate yourself on basic investment options and consider using automated investing tools or consulting a financial advisor. You don't need to be an expert to begin, you just need a willingness to learn. By embracing investing, you're not just saving for the future, you're actively building it, giving yourself the opportunity for financial freedom down the line. Thanks for watching. Now that you know the top money habits that keep people from achieving financial freedom, it's time to take action and make smarter choices. Remember, small changes can lead to big results over time. If you found these tips helpful, make sure to hit the like button, share this video with anyone who needs a financial boost, and subscribe for more insights on building wealth and making the most of your money. And don't forget to drop a comment below. What money habit are you working to change? We'd love to hear from you. See you in the next video.